Yo, we back with another reaction video. Back with another reaction video. Let's go.
You was a shareholder in Twitter before.
No, I
You
wasn't.
wasn't.
I wasn't. Yeah, I
You,
wasn't.
so what's your back and forth
I just want to say shout out Mark Cuban for the J's. Those are fly.
with?
With Elon?
Yeah.
Oh man, I just love to fuck with him, right? It's like nobody likes to fuck with him, right? So I'm like,
Yeah,
cool.
because he'll turn your Twitter off. Right?
Yeah, right. I mean, he's got really thin skin, and so it just makes it easy. It's like he sets himself up, right? When it's your place and it's your business, it's like a club, right? Yeah, come on in, have a drink, and you just assume everybody's just going to really, say yes to you, right?
Right.
Nobody ever says that dinner sucked, right? It's just fun, and I don't have anything personal against him, and I never initiate it, right? The only time I ever go back at Elon is when he tries to fuck with me. So like he's called me a racist, he's called me a fool, he's called me all these different names. So he's always calling me names, and I don't care. But if you're going to call me a name, I'm just going to fuck with you, right? Because you're Elon. If it's just some random, what's the point?
How important is this election?
Billionaire beef. You want to know why it's billionaire beef? Because they have all beef and no sauce. I mean, Mark Cuban, he got a little bit of sauce, like, with the J's, but I mean, he's probably the most sauciest billionaire, at least that I know, like off the top of my head. But still, he don't have like real sauce. Like he don't got like the juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, and neither does Elon Musk. He just got a nice company and he making money. But this is billionaire beef. They got all beef, no sauce.
In 2024.
Everything. To me, I mean, look, if you don't think Donald Trump is a threat, you don't think this is the most important election. I do. I just don't. I've known him for 25 years. I don't trust him, right? I don't think he's moral. I don't think he's ethical. I've seen him rip people off. I don't believe pretty much anything he says. And so to me, I've been trying to support Kamala.
What are your thoughts on DEI?
On DEI, I like it. I think it's good for business, right? I think a lot of people try to misrepresent what it is. But to me, diversity means, good business. Go look for people where other people aren't looking, right? Not all companies recruit at HBCUs, right?
Correct.
Not all companies recruit, at different schools where there's a large Indian population or where there's a large LGBTQ populations. And so, I want, like any other business element, I want to look where other people aren't, because that's where you find smart people. And then once you find those smart people, they got to be qualified. You're not hiring them if they're not qualified, right? But just some people think like, okay, I hired someone who's black or LGBTQ or Hispanic. Well, they must not be qualified. No, you're not going to hire them unless they're qualified, right? So the DEI doesn't mean hiring less qualified people. It just means finding people that.
Fact, this is an ad. Fact, this is a duck. Fact, 1 out of 2 people who start a community-owned school make their first dollar on.
More diverse.
Yeah, they happen to be diverse, right? You're looking at other people,
Yes.
right? Because you can be as diverse as you want. You can be LGBTQ, trans, black, and Hispanic, but if you're not qualified, you're not getting hired, right?
Correct.
That doesn't do you any good, right? But I want to go where other people aren't looking. And then once you hire them, the E is equity, right? It means I'm going to put you in a position to succeed. I hired your ass, right? Of course I'm going to try to put you in a position. Yeah. And then the I, what we're talking about is just, I'm going to let you be you, right? And so being inclusive means if you're LGBTQ, if you're trans, I don't give a fuck as long as you're good,
As long as
right?
you do the job, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, I don't care, right?
You can be a lumberjack.
I don't care, right? You can walk around singing a lumberjack song. I don't care, right? But, I'm going to make sure people in the workplace and the organization respect that.
Yes.
Right? If you're a boy and you want to call yourself Sue, I don't care, right? People are going to call you Sue. And some people, they use it as an excuse if they don't get a job.
Right.
Oh, it must be DEI. But no, I mean,
I didn't think you were qualified for the
either you're
position.
qualified or you're not, right? And once you get there, just because you were hired and you're diverse, doesn't mean you're getting a promotion,
Right.
doesn't mean you're getting the next job. And to me, that's what DEI is, and that's why I've been a big supporter.
I want to get you out of here on this one. Mark, how hard, because you got married
Oh, you gonna get him out of there?
after you,
Order.
I want to get you out of here on this one. Mark, how hard,
I'm gonna just get you out of here. I wonder how long this interview was.
because
He's like, nigga, I'm tired of you.
you got married after you had already had some paper,
Yeah.
major paper. How were you able to tell that, you know what, she loves me for being Mark? Or do you really know?
Yeah, of course you know. I mean, if she'll let you hit you with the Dutch oven, you got it. No, I made her go oh my God, I'm spacing out. What the fuck? The Little Burgers, White Castles, right?
What?
I made her go to White. That was the test before we got married, and so we're going to White Castles because I went to school in Indiana. White Castles were everywhere, right?
Yes.
And so I was like, we're going to White Castles, and if you really love me, you'll eat a White Castle burger. She did.
Wow. Give me 3 things that you tell your kids. Because obviously you want your kids to be productive citizens.
Sure.
You don't want to hand them everything.
Sure.
So what are some of the advice that you give your kids? Because obviously they know who you are.
Yeah.
They know what you have, so what they have.
So number one is when your friends get drunk, nobody cares, right? When you get drunk, because you're my kid, you're on the front page of the paper and you're all over social media. So always pay attention to where you're at and what you're doing and be respectful, right? Number 2, you've got to set your own path. You know, you've got to understand that as you get older, you're going to want to define your own future. So you're going to have to do the work. Like I literally just wrote my son a note to that effect. And then just generally, right? And
Hold up. And I'm just saying this is the problem with Black America. We look at Mark Cuban's outfit. This man has on a black shirt. It has no brand, right? Those pants, we don't know what brand that is. I'm sure it's like, decent quality, but it's just like some basic pants. And he has on Jordans, which is probably like $160, maybe $200 max, right? And he probably just wore that for the culture. Shannon Sharp has on a Givenchy pullover, right? Designer, trying to show his status. These look like some designer shoes as well. I don't know. It may be like Maison Margiela or I don't know. I'm not really in the fashion world like that, but they look like some designer shoes. And then he has the sweats. I mean, they look clean. I'm saying the fit is clean, but I'm just saying like this goes back to Black people have to show their wealth with their outfit. Meanwhile, the billionaire just has on a basic ass fit. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like, you don't have to flex, Shannon. Like, just wear some basic clothes. Or if you're gonna do that, wear a Black-owned brand. Like, wear a brand that Black people would feel confident wearing. Because I mean, most Black people won't be able to afford a Givenchy shirt. And that a lot of Black people be looking at your stuff. So now you're just pushing them towards getting some designer shit that they know they can't afford. But that's just a whole tangent, man. Hey,
I say this to all kids and all people, right? To be successful, you have to be curious because the world's always changing. You have to be agile because the world's always changing. And then I also have a couple of really stupid sayings, right? And you asked for 3, but I'm going to go further. Number 1 is how you do anything is how you do everything, right? It applies to sports, and I think it applies to life, right? And I'll leave it at that one because that's probably the most important because most people, they'll cut every corner that they can.
Right.
And I don't want them to cut corners because, they don't have to worry about money.
Is it true that you don't have a chef, a maid, a butler?
We have a maid, right? So when I travel, I've got different places. I don't have anything there, right? So I'll do my own laundry. I'll make my own food.
Really?
Yeah. So it's like I have a little shithole in Manhattan Beach in LA because it's close to the ocean and I hang. So yeah, I'll get my own food there. If I'm in New York, we have an apartment there. I do my own thing there. Yeah, but we do.
It up for us, Mark.
Yeah, but I do in Dallas, right? We have somebody who cooks my food because I try to eat healthy. And my wife makes it for everybody else, but she cooks her own food. But we do have people to clean the house. It's 22,000 square feet. We ain't cleaning that shit.
Right. Last question, I'm gonna get you out on this. Anthony Edwards and Magic Johnson. Ant-Man said,
I saw that.
basically, Michael Jordan was really the only skilled guy back then.
Yeah.
So it was easy. Long story short, Magic said, "Look, I don't listen to nobody. They ain't want no title.
No got no titles, right?
No level. I ain't
Good
listen
for
to what they had to
Magic,
say."
right? Good
so
for Magic.
What are your thoughts on that? Because you know Magic. I know Magic 25 years. You probably know him a little better
Yeah,
than I do.
probably.
But I've never heard Magic go
back at somebody like
no,
that. He's
that was
always
Irving.
super sweet.
There's
Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah, right.
That was Irving.
Right. That was Irvin, right? And it's not like anybody else has brought the sky hook to the game either, right? With Kareem. And so, look, and that's his vibe, right? He's going to talk. He's going to talk shit. He's going to stir things up. So I respect that. I mean, he's been great for the NBA because he's just got a great energy to him, right? And he's a social media kid, right? He grew up with that, so that's the way it works. But yeah, Magic was right in going back at him. I'm glad he did.
This new company, tell us about the new drug company. Cost Plus Drugs is helping men. Hold on, y'all help men buy Viagra and Cialis for a cheaper price.
Are you buying from us?
Nah, I do that roast. I'm on Romans, them roast sparks.
No, fuck that, right?
Nah, hell no, don't fuck that.
Let me just tell you. You can buy 90 generic Cialis or generic Viagra for less than you pay for a bag of M&Ms from costplusdrugs.com.
Want to join Club Shay? Become an official member.
Damn. And this is the other thing too. I think that by following the proper diet, then you can prevent erectile dysfunction at an older age. Now, I could be wrong about that. I'm very young, but I just believe that if you follow a proper diet, that you will not suffer from erectile dysfunction in your later years. All right, thank you for tuning in. This is DJ Key. Hope you have a great day. Peace.